Uh, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It is a beautiful thing to have you here this morning to our program, yet another edition of live experience at AIC 202.5, Normalizing Excellence. In this space of the world, we try as much as possible to equip our audience with the best of experience and skill, because in our society today, we believe that people are deflecting or are defecting from the way of life, and they are being carried away by the social norms that becomes abnormalities in our society. So tracing back the steps of those who came before us, which was the best of ways and values, we want to reflect on people's experience, especially our resource persons that are at our disposal. And that is why we have our guests today, yet again on the episode of Live Experience. On this program, my name is Muhyiddin Kolaole, and here with me is Mr. Nurein, who is also the school admin officer. So before we move on, I would like our guests to introduce themselves, because you can't know someone better than themselves. Thank you so much, sir.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I thank the operator for inviting me this morning to this edition. I'm by name Nurein, the college admin officer of the school.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful one. Knowing that your name also includes Olaitan is a privilege, of course. Sir, because we are in an academic environment, we would also like to know something about your education background, where it started and where it is presently. Thank you.
Jazakumullah khairan for that wonderful question. So I started my education background from Ijebu-Ode, which is Ogun State to be precise. I went to Muslim Comprehensive High School. The primary school is Muslim School 1, Isokun, Imepe, Ijebu-Ode, where I have my primary school leaving certificate. Afterwards, I moved forward to Muslim Comprehensive High School, Imepe, Ijebu-Ode, where I have my secondary school leaving certificate. So alhamdulillah, during my primary school certificate, I happened to be the school head boy then.
Wow, that was a great one.
So during my secondary level 2, I'm opportune to still be the head boy of the set, 2006 to be precise.
Wow.
So after which I had my SSC in the school, my NECO, alhamdulillah, after having the results. So at least I have to stay behind and go for a business. As we all know that I am a business tycoon. What I love doing most is business.
So was going for business at that time pushed by your inability to go further into the university, or just plain interest? Like you just want to leave school for now and go for business?
Actually, on that question, I have a lot of things to say, because it's not a matter of inability to go to school.
Wow.
Because though I stay with my grandparents, where I was blessed with a lot of things, a lot. Whatever I need, she normally gives it to me as at when due. But she's the type that is into a business, because she sells food.
Wow.
Food. In which I helped her a lot, working from primary 3 till I finished SS3.
Wow.
So it's such a wonderful experience that even when I happen to be the school head boy, we have a lot of schools that normally murmured around that. Imagine your head boy is the one selling food. Because I normally assist my grandmom to hawk on the street.
Will you say that hawking was actually what gave you the idea of really there is money in business?
Not really hawking.
Okay.
But you know, if you are in an environment whereby they are selling food,
okay,
you know the kind of people coming in and out to buy food, and you being blessed with money. Because believe me, if you are a business type, there's no how you lack money.
Oh.
The inflow of money will definitely make you to think, oh, I think it's high time to venture into business. Okay. So that's just the motive behind me going into business before I later furthered my university level. Okay.
Presently, in most cases, we have secondary school students who feel like because of the get-rich-quick syndrome that is rampant in the society, so we have some people that believe that, some of course teenagers that believe that school has come. So, and why school has come, they feel like after secondary school, you've known how to read and write. The next thing to go for is to get money. And why do we even go to university in the first place? Like, I could just finish my my secondary school classes, and the next thing I would do is to go for to get money instead of wasting time going to the university. Later in the future, if I think I want to go to university, I could just go anytime I want. Will you support this idea, knowing very well that you also felt like, I need to go for business even before university?
You know, university, going to school is not just what you can just say, you like to go to school.
Okay.
You must have a passion for education. It's very important. The problem the nowadays students are facing is because they don't have a value to what they go and learn in the school. Oh. You see some students, they went to school just because of a friend. Having a student who joined a particular class, either science, commercial, or arts, just because of a friend. My friend was in science class, so I too have to be in science class. So going by this, I'm a commercial student. Though being the head boy of the school, when we are in SS2, when we are in GSS3, so on getting to SS1, I was being asked and advised to go to science class. But due to my precious time, because I believe time is precious.
Wow.
Back then, we believed that if you really want to go to a science class, you must have enough time for yourself to read, not for anything. So if you're in science class and you cannot read, then definitely you go there just to go and play.
Exactly.
But me, that I have a lot of things to do to assist my grandma at the cafeteria. You know, it's very important.
Of course. So
I have to beg our teacher then and the principal that, please, can you please allow me to go to commercial class with a lot of pleading. So that is why I end up being a commercial student. Going to the commercial class, you know, since I have a passion for business, so though that really attributes to my essence of going to commercial class too, that I want to become a businessman. And alhamdulillah, today, I've achieved a lot through business.
Alhamdulillah. So now we've even been able to deduce from your own experience that, okay, before you select the course you want to do, even at the secondary school stage, maybe you want to be an art student, a commercial student, or a science student, the first thing you need to understand is, what do you really want for your life? Not that, okay, somebody wants me to do this, or somebody said I can do this, or somebody said this will be good for me. But what do I know that will be good for me really also matters. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sir, in the course of your experience about life itself, and perhaps as an undergraduate student, were there sometimes you felt like, why is knowledge seeking so hard like this? Or were there some experiences that made you feel like, I think school is not my way?
Alhamdulillah, I've never experienced that.
Wow.
Because, you know, we have different type of students. We have some students that are gifted. We have the talented. As I'm here today, I will continue to say Alhamdulillah. Because if I flash back on my school experience from primary school, secondary, university, at my primary and secondary school level, we are the type that, you know, if you live with your grandmom, it's not that there is wealth somewhere. So 30 minutes to school. We'll be running to school almost every day.
Wow.
That's it's almost time. And if I late today, you know, I went to government secondary school. So whereby all the compounds everywhere we have everywhere bushy. So if you came late, you'll be flogged, and at the same time you cut grasses for almost like a week. So we keep running to school just because we want to learn. So all because we want to learn. Every day, once I check the time, oh, this is 7 o'clock. And in our school then, they conduct assembly 7:30. Wow. So we keep running so that by the time when we get to school, we have to go and relax somewhere. All this is because we are seeking for knowledge. Wow. Alhamdulillah, in my class, I've never experienced the students to overthrow me, despite the fact that I don't have enough time to study.
Wow.
You know, we have some students, even during exam, we have some set of students that is when we are in university, I tried that. Because we know that, oh, these students, okay, after me is this person. We look for all possible way to distract the person's attention.
Of course.
So that, you know, me that you have something to offer, definitely the next person to you, you want the gap to be much.
Of course.
So by distracting the person's attention, we definitely make the person to be carried away that, okay, let me go and play. You know, we have some students like that, so that's my own.
Okay, you just mentioned the university now. Could you just tell us perhaps the course you studied in the university you went to, and perhaps a gist around that?
Because I went to Taishola University of Education.
Wow.
The first University of Education in Nigeria.
Wow, that means that you went to an historic...
Yes, 8 in Africa. You can Google search it.
Wow.
So that's my alma mater. And I have a lot of experience there. Wow. On my 100 level, I was being asked to be the HOC. But I rejected it because I have a business to run at home. I have a mini computer center for my 100 level days that fetch me money. Wow. To even settle my tuition fee before I collect it at home. So I studied secretarial administration.
Wow.
As you can see, being an admin secretary of the school, that is my profession.
Wow, that means that it's not even okay. You just have some of the skills. No, you actually studied it. That was your specialization.
Trained secretary.
Wow, a trained.
Yes.
Wow. That's a
with
lot
second class upper division.
Wow.
So I have 4.47. So you know, it remains just 0.3 units to have a first class.
In fact, it seems like the type of teachers we have in AR-RAHEEM, they are just exceptionally brilliant, because if the admin secretary could also have this high CGPA. And the last time we had a teacher here, the HOD science, so he had 4.5 0.48.
Oh,
So
wow.
just 0.2. Just to make it to first class, and of course, it's because we could not dig deep into why that.
Did you know the problem I have for not making the first class list?
Okay.
You can ask anybody you know in Taswe, National University of Education. So our department have never produced a first class.
Okay.
I don't know if they produced that this year. But we have, there are some lecturer extremists. And nowadays, you want to have this. Because in my school, if you are opportune to have the first class, you'll be retained as assistant lecturer.
Okay.
So the woman was like you. So we'll now be sharing an office together. I have to, mommy, you can do this. But alhamdulillah today, with God, all things are possible.
In fact, it is even glaring from the professionalism being displayed by you, and of course, we can all testify to that, when we are talking about administration, we are talking about the capability or the capacity to discharge duty as it should be. So we know you are efficient, and alhamdulillah, we are grateful for that wonderful privilege. So in one or two words, what advice do you have for students who are also looking forward to their exit from this college and going to the university, and also for those who are still around? What do you have for them as your words?
My words of advice to the students, the entirety, is whatever they love doing, they should continue doing it well. Because if you love doing something positively this time around, don't let me. So anything negative should not be added in this regard. So whatever positive thing you love doing, you continue doing it. Because someone who is digging to get a water, if you just dig a bit and you leave that place that, oh, couldn't get water here, let me dig another place, definitely you are wasting your time. So you continue digging so that you have a good result. So my candid advice for the SS3 students going out, existing the system now is, I pray for them in their forthcoming GCE exam. I'm wishing them best of luck in all their endeavor.
Amen.
But you just have to continue practicing, because we all know that practice makes perfect. So practice makes perfect. If they continue practicing, definitely they will excel. So that's just it. And the lower class too, they should emulate that. We have the students in this our school that out of the 9 subjects that students sat for, having almost 7 A's. Even for junior WAHEC, the junior best, we have a student who cleared everything to be A excellently.
Wow.
So I think this set and the upcoming ones can perform even more than that. So inshallah.
Thank you so much. It has been a privilege to have you here with us at AIC 202.5 FM, where we normalize excellence. Thank you for being here. With me here today is Mr. Nurein Olaiton,
popularly known as Wealth.
Popularly known as Wealth, mashallah. Wealth indeed, because we can see wealth everywhere in you. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate your coming, and may God bless you more and more. Thank you so much. Stay tuned till next time. We'll be having us on this program again, live experience at AIC 202.5 FM, normalizing excellence.